Rock 102.1 morning, Schmonty and Carolina. Bottle Breacher. Quite possibly one of the coolest freaking products I've ever seen. And I'm proud to say I have my very own Bottle Breacher. This is like Christmas. We've got Eli and Jen from Bottle Breacher. You guys are a Tucson-based company. And if people don't know what Bottle Breacher is, they are 50 caliber. Is this an actual 50 caliber bullet?
Yeah, so that's a once fired 50 cal brass, and then a new projectile seated on top of it.
That is, and it's fashioned into a bottle opener. This thing is amazing. This is incredible. And now you guys, for a lot of people, are saying, wait, didn't I see something like that on Shark Tank? And yes, they did.
Absolutely. So November 7th of 2014 was the first time we went on Shark Tank. Things went really well for us. We got Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary to partner up with us. And, it's been a wild and crazy, year. And thankfully we were able to overcome a lot of the trials and adversity that come with taking a company from, being something in a garage to a multi-million-dollar company.
Right.
And so it's pretty cool. We're actually about 1.5 miles from you guys, so love to have you guys down sometime. But last night, actually, we had Beyond the Tank, another ABC show, air, and it was great. There were a lot of surprises to even us because, they're out here for 3 days shooting, and you never know how it's going to get chopped down or edited.
Sure.
So it was cool to watch it and see what the crew put together, and I thought they did a really good job.
So now, what was your experience like going into Shark Tank? Because those guys, they're people at the end of the day, and I'm sure they're nice people, but some of them come off a little callous, a little dickish, a little harsh at times. What did you think?
It was nerve-wracking, but I think Eli and I really prepared. We went in confident that we would get a deal, but we were also confident leaving that if we didn't, we would be fine. And so I think with that in mind, we had nothing to lose. And so when we went in, Eli set the record straight pretty quick that he was a Navy SEAL and that he wasn't going to get messed with. And it set the standard. So thankfully it went well.
Well, yeah, the thing is, it's like, if you watch the show, you know that a lot of people, it's pretty common sense. A lot of people make a lot of mistakes in there. And I knew going in that with our sales, we'd already done, $500,000 in 6 months out of a one-car garage.
Wow.
We had an amazing product. I knew that I set our valuation price very low, so that didn't even become a problem. And so a lot of the way we structured it going in, it didn't make it too hard for them to want to make a deal. Because I've always believed that 70% of something is worth more than 100% of nothing. And you see a lot of entrepreneurs make that mistake on the Shark Tank. They'll go in there, a shark will make a deal, and then they'll get greedy and they think they can leverage the opportunity, and they walk out of there with nothing. And then they realize, maybe the next day, what a mistake they just made.
And you said Mark and Kevin were the two sharks that...
Yeah, Mark and Kevin were the two sharks that made a deal with us.
Okay.
I actually went in there seeking two sharks for redundancy. And it was funny because our goal was to get Mark Cuban and any other shark that we thought would be a good fit or interested with us. And the one thing I don't think we planned for is for Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, to actually, partner with us. We thought he was going to be the guy that was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Let's take it behind the barn and shoot it.
He comes off as a curmudgeon,
exactly,
right?
And that's what's hilarious because when you get really, and I don't want to blow it for Kevin because I know he's got his TV persona of a real hard guy, but he's really a great dude, and he really is Mr. Wonderful. And once you get to know him and he knows that, hey, you're going to help me make money and we're going to do good business together, he's a great guy. He really is.
That's awesome. So now, take it back here, again, for people who aren't familiar with what Bottle Breacher is. We've got Eli and Jen in the studio here, Tucson-based company. How did you look at a 50 caliber round and say, oh yeah, bottle opener? Like, were you as a SEAL? Were you opening bottles with like live ammunition at the time or something? Is that how it came about?
Yeah. So in 2009, my little brother, who was a helicopter pilot in the Marine Corps, went to the Philippines and brought me back a really generic 50 caliber bottle opener. So for the record, said it 1,000 times, I didn't come up with the idea. We just took the idea and made it a lot better.
Yeah, it's not about reinventing the wheel, it's just making it spin faster.
No, and when you think about it, it's almost a no-brainer. I mean, if you think, it doesn't matter what your job is, whether you work on the radio every day, whether you type on a keyboard every day, or you're a pro basketball player.
Yeah.
Guys think that large bullets are cool. And a lot of guys like to drink beer. And when we have the ability to personalize it for you and have it at an affordable price point of like $20 to $30, it's a no-brainer. And that's why we've done so well with this.
And so what's the most popular way people gift bottle breachers? I mean, they could be like groomsmen gifts, they could be birthday gifts. You guys do a lot of customization for them too, right?
Wedding season is a big market. Obviously, like birthdays, anniversaries. I think the fact that we can engrave them is what makes it special. We could put company logos on it, and so people will use them for promotional items. So it's pretty neat to see the different ways. We had somebody put on there, "Will you be my best man?" for a wedding, and so it's just kind of fun. It's a fun way for guys to give a gift. I think the gifting industry is hard for men.
Yeah, and I'll double tap on that real quick. Matter of fact, it's such a cool gift that last year after the Pats won the Super Bowl, Bill Belichick himself emailed me and he said, "Hey, I want 180 of these for my team." So he actually, yeah. So no, there you go.
You're making me smile.
You got your Pats jersey on, and I was like, "Hey, what do you do when you win the Super Bowl? You know, you go to Disneyland and you order bottle breachers. You know, so I mean, that I was like, that just happened. I can't believe that this little company I just started out of my garage got enough attention to get, you know, probably the greatest coach of all time to.
Now, how is Bill Belichick on the phone? Because at press conferences, he's a man of very few words.
Right. Well, you know, I didn't get to talk to him on the phone, but I emailed him several times. And Bill Belichick grew up in Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay.
In the Maryland area, and I know he was around the academy a lot. I think his dad coached there. And so he's a really big supporter of veterans in the military. And I think that had a lot to do with his choice on what he wanted to give his staff for Super Bowl gifts.
That's killer.
Yeah.
And speaking of supporting veterans in the military, I mean, you're a veteran yourself, former Navy SEAL,
Yep.
and you have many veterans on staff too, which is very cool.
Yeah, we do. We love it when we get a chance to hire a veteran. We do it every time it makes sense, and we actually seek them out when and where we can. That was one of the hardest things for me as I was getting out of the military, was to watch a lot of my buddies that got out before me who were just extremely qualified guys getting out and taking 9 months to a year to find work.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for business owners to see the correlation in what you do in the military and how that can directly benefit, you know, the corporate side or the private side of business. So, you know, it's really cool when we're able to start our own thing and actually hire vets and, you know, help in that way.
And you guys also give back. I saw on the website too, bottlebreacher.com. You guys have you work with a lot of military-based charities as well.
Absolutely. You know, I believe in life, if you're not trying to bless other people and give back, you're completely missing the boat. You know, you can sit there and be a greedy little miser all day long and sit there and try and count your money, but at the end of the day, you're going to die a lonely, pathetic, you know, man. And so we're not going to do that. One of my favorite organizations is an organization called Wishes for Warriors. All those guys do is they take, you know, seriously wounded vets on hunting and fishing trips. So that's one of my favorite ones to partner up with.
That's awesome.
And yeah, we love it.
Again, Eli and Jen from Bottle Breacher, Tucson-based company here. You saw them on Shark Tank. BottleBreacher.com. Now, real quick before we go, I saw that maybe there's some new products coming out in 2016. Can we talk about them yet, or are they're not released?
Right, no. So we actually right now we're manufacturing in Tucson one of our new products, the Bottle Breacher barbecue utensils. So we're hoping to have those by Father's Day. They're going to be really cool, 100% made in the USA. And the cool thing about buying from us is not only do you get a great gift, but you know that a good portion of your dollars are going to go to something really special and important.
That is awesome. So again, we'll post links on the KFMA Facebook page, Mountain Carolina Facebook page. I'm going to take a selfie with my Bottle Breacher. You can get your own. Go to BottleBreacher.com. And again, Eli, Jen, thank you guys so much for hanging out here. And thank you for the gift. Appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
It's Rock 102.1.